Yo, what's up squad? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dylan. Today we're back in the shop. It's time to continue part 2 of the Recaro seat install. Car season is here, so we gotta get these cars ready for the season. Gotta get it all nice, dripped up, and I'm excited to put the second seat in. Having done the first seat already, now I got the experience. I know what to expect going into this install. It should be quick, it should be simple. Can't wait to get it done. We're gonna try and match the first seat and the second seat together. That way they look uniform in the car. And I will give you guys some tips on what it took to install the seats in the S2000. So let's get started. Let's get the second seat in. So by now you guys already know the drill. We're gonna start by removing the OEM seat. It's pretty simple. 212s in the front, 214s in the back. Let me get it done. Yeah. So far so good. No more passenger seat. I actually might have to drive like this, you know, hashtag weight reduction. I'm about to be a lonely driver. But let's vacuum all of this up and let's continue on. So I'm gonna try and snatch the seat belt from this one already. Oh shit. Just like that. That was easy. Beautiful, pretty straightforward. This one here got the tab as well, so we're gonna have to do some cutting, but we already know what to do. Come on now. Oof, so I'm making some progress. I finally got this side all vacuumed up. This side actually took hella long. It was super dirty. I don't think I ever cleaned it before, so I had to dig into it. While I'm here, I'm gonna take this one out because on this side you have to fish it through the Recaro. So this has to come out, and I'm gonna vacuum this a little bit more. So once again, you grab your 14, use your muscles, and crack it loose, and that's it. It's not too crazy. So I finally got this out. This is what it looks like. It's a big ass bolt, and you can see here, hella dirty. So I'm gonna vacuum that up, and I'll show you guys how you put it back into the Recaro.
5 minutes later.
Ooh, look at this interior. So while I was at it, I ended up putting the mat back. I ended up actually cleaning the whole interior. I wiped down everything, steering wheel. Might as well get everything fresh while we get the second seat. So let's move on over here. All right, so you come over to the second seat. I actually forgot one more finishing touch, which is right over here. I gotta put the PCI badge onto the side mount. So let's do that. So you just grab your PCI badge right there, mount it here. You got the bolts with it, and you tighten it up. So 1 second. So we got the PCI badges on both sides, but real quick, I just want to talk about the install of the seats. When you buy the Recaro pole position, it actually comes with Recaro side mounts. So these are the Recaro side mounts. This looks pretty cool. When you have it on the seat, you get that Recaro branding, and it looks fire when you open the door. But I don't think these Recaro side mounts work for the S2000 unless you get Recaro seat rails. But for the pole position, it is harder to find a seat rail for this seat. The thing I like about the pole position is a much wider bucket seat. It fits up to 36 waist. All those bridge seats or bride seats, whatever you want to call it, I could never really fit into them. So all the hardware you see over here, this is from PCI, but to mount the seats, I got the hardware from Recaro. So on all 4 corners, they give you a sticker to protect the fiberglass shell, and then they give you spacer, washers, and all that fun jazz. So here's my setup. I got the front on the top notch, and then I got the back on this second notch right here. This gives the seat a little recline. You got that lean going on. At first I had them both lined up, both on the second notch, and I felt like the seat was a little bit too straight. It kind of felt like a wall, you know, so I want that little lean when I sit in the car. Since this is a fixed back seat, you gotta have that lean in there. So this is basically ready to go into the car, but it's time to do some cutting. You guys see in the previous video. Gotta make those adjustments. Let's get out the Dremel.
You can't find the right tool in this garage, Mr. Arizona? You don't belong near a car.
So we slowly getting there, guys. So I got this seatbelt over here. I cut it, I paint it. It's slowly drying up over there. So now let's go back to this station. Safety first. You see I got the goggles, I got the gloves, both gloves. And now we're gonna be cutting the extended seatbelt. So I'm gonna be doing it in a bucket because there's a lot of sparks. I'm gonna do in here, got the Dremel, and I'll show you how it's done. All right, so here's the extended seatbelt. Like I said, it's just these two notches that need to be cut. So what I like to do is I like to grab the Dremel just right underneath the notch. I make my way right here slowly, make my way up here slowly, and then I'll come over here on this angle and cut down. And you just gotta do it twice and then you're good. So it does take a lot of sparks. This metal is thick, but surprisingly this wheel can do it. So give me one moment and let's get this done. So I'm slowly getting there on this side. It only takes a while because I'm using a Dremel and not like an angle grinder, but I just like to make the indentation on the metal. That way when I use the Dremel, it travels into the direction I want. So we're getting there. One side almost done, then I gotta do the other and we straight.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So here's both sides all done. I sanded it down so it could be smooth. So this is all done. You grab your seatbelt. Now you're good to go. That's how it's done. Let's get it. Let's put the seat in there. All that cutting, you know, it got me hungry. I'll take a little break. This show is sponsored by Nature Valley, but you good? Get in there. So much work just to put a seat in, but it's all worth it. All right, to mount the seatbelt, I used the hardware from the OEM seatbelt. I put this one on it, and we put this here. This is from PCI. This spacer is from the OEM seatbelt. This is gonna go on the back right here. So, oops. Put this through the hole, add the spacer, and then add this onto the end right here. And that's pretty much it. So you grab your wrench and your ratchet, hold this end, and you start tightening. All good. Grab the extended seat belt. You fish it through here, and then get it to click, and you're good. Seat is finally ready to go in the car. Let's get this done. Okay, so unusual high beams fashion, it is another day. Yesterday it did end up getting dark. I didn't finish the job, but keep the Recaro through the back window. Oof, it's looking sick. So right now I'm gonna bring out the car. We're gonna finish up the passenger seat. I'm actually having trouble lining up the seat base to the car. For the driver's side, I had the same issue. Takes a little bit of finesse, but eventually the holes will line up and it will go in. So let's finish up the job. Got that red on red. I can almost say I got the red guts, but let's move the car. We almost there, guys, but essentially this is what I mean by the seat base. You can see that hole down there. It's just not lining up well. The other three bolts are in, except for the last one. So it's gonna take a little bit of finesse, but we'll get it. Also, one more thing, as I was saying, for the seat belt, you also gotta fish it through this hole. And then you remember how we took it off. See, that's the thing with doing seats. Everything is so tight, especially in this car. So you remember how we took it off. You have to put it back in the same spot and tighten it back same way we took it out. So That's another extra step. And you guys see all the space you don't even have to even mount this. So it takes a lot of finesse.
The next day.
So we outside. The car is outside. The job is now complete. I can finally say I'm Type R spec, or I got the red guts. Ooh, this looks so sick. This is what I dreamed of. Damn, I'm proud of this. So we are gonna get shots of this new interior setup. Keep the fit check. Got the yellow sneaks. Let's go head out. Let's get shots of this. Let's drop the top again one time. Let's get ready to shoot. Here it is in full effect. You see the red Recaro pole position officially done and complete. Sheesh. The S2000 interior is looking crazy right now. Everything you see here is exactly what I was looking for. I feel like all the mods kind of tie in together. If I were to add to this, we would need a Cusco cage, and then after we can get some Takata harnesses. It would be very JDM of me to go Christmas, or we can go with the black harness. So overall, I'm super proud of the way the pole positions came out. These seats are really comfortable. I would say they're better than stock. My back feels good. Everything feels good. I'm secure in the seat. But I will say one thing I had to do to get these to work. On both sides at this corner, so this corner here and this corner over there, I had to swap one of the bolts. So here's what the OEM bolt looked like. This bolt is super tall, so the PCI rail doesn't clear it. The new hex bolt I got is more flatter, is wider. It becomes a 17 mil, and this is a 14. So there's actually, when you put that new bolt in, there's actually no room to put a 17 mil socket on there. So I had to use a wrench, but overall, still worked. So what a success. This project is now complete. If you're looking for seats, definitely do it. If you're looking for the Recaro pole position, I definitely recommend it. I really love this. It really did transform the whole car, in my opinion. Next up, we got to work on the suspension, and the wheels are going to be coming onto this car. We're slowly getting there with the S2000. Wrapping up with this build, and then we're going to move on to the JZX 100. So I'm excited for this year. Really doing it well. I'm trying to be better. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check the site for all the latest merch. I will catch you in the next one. I'm out. Peace. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If you have trouble getting in and out of cars, then don't cop the seat.